guest right there.
Now we got another guest.
Now we got another one. We got a swag legend. We got a swag legend in the house that made a lot of bold claims early in the season. I want to make sure he can follow them things up. But he got his little Christ King background in there.
That's New York hustle now. That's my 7-on-7 team now. That's New York hustle.
7-on-7.
New York hustle. You know what though? It's a documentary on Netflix. Four episodes, and they had a couple of players that was want to sign to Christ King. They were like junior league players. They got smashed.
That's the kid. Think about the Brooklyn Saints.
Brooklyn Saints, yes. I like it.
The dude, Coach Rogers, that was our special team coordinator.
Really?
That's the one that does our special team. Yeah.
Man, I watched it. It was, yeah, he definitely had the curl going. I was like, hey, they still got the curl? I watched that day. I was like, it's only 4 episodes, but he still got the curl here. I'm like, okay. He
still got a curl and he still got a flip phone.
And I saw the flip phone he pulled out. I was like, oh man.
Yeah, he old school to the T.
I thought the doc was very interesting because it showed like their commitment to football. That the kids love and that the parents love. Like a lot of those kids when they have to travel, they have to go different places. They live. One guy
grow.
Yeah, one guy. I don't understand. I don't know the dynamics in New York. I don't. When they say something's far, in my mind means far. Their mind means like 15 blocks away.
Right.
So it's just like it's a different logic of logic. Like I don't understand. They be like 15 blocks away. It's far. I gotta drive 15 blocks. My mind is like, that's just normal. So I watched it, but I just thought the dynamics was very interesting.
Far here is crazy. Like when you say far, that's like somebody saying you live in Brooklyn and far is the Bronx.
Yeah,
that's far.
Yeah, that's what I noticed. I noticed that they were like,
another borough.
Yeah, exactly. In my mind,
and tolls.
In my mind, I thought that, man, but I didn't. I would watch it think to myself. Like, okay.
Hold on, before we go on, I need to address a few things that we talked about during the season one. I told you the Eagles were going to beat the Saints. I just wanted to remind you about that.
No. I said the Eagles gonna beat them too, and I said that Jalen Hurts is gonna ball.
Hold on, I told him the Eagles gonna beat the Saints. Oh, where'd he go? He disappeared.
That's great. I'm right here. That's great.
I know.
Man, I'm trying to get a beverage.
Ray hurt by that. But I told you Drew Brees is gonna be trash this season. You did not believe me.
I told you that they was gonna beat him. Then I told him didn't I tell him about that Kansas City group? I told you about that group right there.
Now you told I agree with you. I was the only person to pick Kansas City. Everybody else,
I'm trying
you did pick Kansas City.
I picked Kansas City.
But everybody else picked, of course, the Saints fans picked.
Oh yeah,
Saints.
We had to go with it.
And you were right, but then I told you. First of all, I told you about Drew Brees. I said he's gonna be trash. And I told who else? I think I told you about multiple quarterbacks that I said is going to.
We talked about Taysom Hill. Everybody was talking about Drew. I told you they should have went with Jameis. They should have went with Jameis because Jameis gives them, you know what I'm saying, a better quarterback. You know what I'm saying? So now, Drew still holding the Saints hostage because they restructuring his contract and everything else. Like he gonna be there.
Give me a thought. I don't understand that.
Just go ahead and say you're retiring. Get up out of there. Get out the people's way, man. Like you're not allowing them to move on and really, you know what I'm saying, start to make plans for the future and stuff.
Hey, Bruce, so answer this question. Give me the percentages you think that Drew Brees coming back.
He's not coming back.
You don't think so?
He's not coming back. Nope.
I'm gonna give y'all a 60% chance Drew coming back.
No. Drew shouldn't come back.
This is why I think he's gonna come back. And you tell me I think Drew is gonna come back because he's restructuring his contract. Why are you restructuring your contract?
Save on the cap.
Save the cap. Man. Yeah, but this is the thing. Once you just retire, we restructure and retire.
No, you can't.
Why you can't retire right now?
Super Bowl. You know, remember when A-Rod made his announcement during the World Series, how big of that news that was? Yeah, I'm just saying, but saying Drew is a big figure in the NFL. He's a big figure. You don't want to upstage the Super Bowl. I truly think that's why.
I don't know. He's not going to retire because the new season starts in March.
Right, but
it's okay to just say, hey man, listen.
He may have told us.
Say you're going to restructure the $24 million. I don't know how they're going to restructure it.
But it lowers the cap hit this year and next year.
Million over.
Right, but it saves 24 this year.
Of the 100 million.
Of the 100 million, right? And then it takes 12 this year and 12 next year, dead money. But I think they may have something in place where they know he's going to retire, and they can re-sign James before free agency starts, right? And I think they got that in the works already because they don't want to have the upstage of the Super Bowl, bro. You know, that shit big news, and I think he's going to announce it next week, I believe. I believe he's going to announce next week.
Yeah, I think he's gone. But I think he's just trying to, like you said, go out on a good grace to get a franchise something. With
I mean, that's a good move.
Yeah,
It'll be a post-June 1st cut.
Yeah.
Right, he retired. It just saves the money. Because then he could have played hardball and be like, nah, I'll wait and retire. It's $27 million on the cap. That's it. That's crazy. So he's doing the solid. But I think he's going, though. Bruce, what you got going out there, man? We on the field?
Nah, we ain't on the field.
Okay.
In Walmart, getting ready for Super Bowl party.
You in action, aren't you? Like yeah, Super Bowl party.
Nah, we getting ready for Super Bowl
You
party.
say that?
You know, I gotta go and cheer for. You know, I'm gonna cheer for my New Orleans guys.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
But cheer for
So let's
my
get
New
this
Orleans
Super
guys,
Bowl
but I want
action
Kansas City
going
to
on,
win.
Bruce. So let's get
I want
this
Kansas
Super
City to
Bowl
win.
talk going on, Bruce.
Okay.
So what do you think of the quarterback matchup, man? Mahomes versus the GOAT. What you think, man?
What GOAT you talking about? Because Mahomes is a GOAT. I don't care what nobody says. Mahomes is a GOAT already.
He ain't there yet, Bruce. Bruce, he ain't there yet.
Man, you crazy. You crazy.
In 4
Let me
years?
tell you something. Let me tell you
4
something.
years?
Mahomes, in 4 years, Mahomes has done more than any. What quarterback has done what Mahomes did in 4 years?
But he ain't on the hardware.
No, bro, he's got
He
one.
got
Hold on, let me finish. Hold on, let me finish. He has one hardware, but he's been 3 AFC championship games.
Okay.
That's a lot.
It's Super Bowl or bust, right?
No.
Don't you gotta be GOAT to win chips?
He's in his second year. He's with the AFC championship game. His
Exactly.
third year, he won it. He's at his Super Bowl.
But how you the GOAT already,
You
though?
can't call him the GOAT.
He ain't no GOAT.
He is
Come
a
on, bro.
GOAT.
I say
He
he's
ain't
GOAT
GOAT
status. He's GOAT status already.
He's a GOAT now.
Okay, yeah, but
I didn't say the GOAT. He's a GOAT.
but you can't elevate him over
Montana, Aikman,
Aikman.
Bradshaw.
You look at their careers where they're at right now. He's ahead of them.
He's amazing right now.
He
For
got
whatever
one
you
ring.
if you do it that way,
He's ahead of them.
he has to win.
In their careers right now.
He's not over
And his
Montana.
But-
fourth year in the league.
But my thing is, even if he don't,
He's
if he
over
don't
Montana.
win, see, everybody making this about him. Think about it. He's done more in 4 years than most quarterbacks. I mean, any quarterback that came before him. So now think about this. At the age of 20, at the age of what, 24, he's about to win another Super Bowl.
We don't know that.
He's about to win.
But Bruce,
Man, he's
We don't know
Yo.
that.
Bruce giving that pick
Bruce,
early.
hold on, Bruce. Hold
Yo.
on, Bruce. Hold on. So we gotta do our roundtable discussion. You're part of roundtable
Okay.
discussion,
Okay.
and you were gonna talk about this, right? So we know right now that the running game for the Chiefs is it's non-existent. So tell us about it. Who you feel like in this game? Because whoever runs the football more effectively probably gonna win.
Fournette.
Who do you think? Hold on.
Hey.
Who do you feel like? Bruce, I'm gonna start with you. Who do you feel like is gonna have a better running game in this particular Super Bowl?
Tampa's going to have the better running game because they got to have the better running game to help Brady be effective. Because if Brady got to drop back, 45, 50 times and throw the ball, they're going to lose. So he needs the run game. Kansas City runs the ball. Their run game is more to keep you honest. It ain't really to really be effectively gashing you and relying on it. It's mainly to keep you honest. So when you see the 7 and 8 dropping and he just handing off, doing simple zone reads, zone handoffs and everything else, they ain't tripping about trying to go 40, 50 and everything else. They just want to keep you honest, bring you up so they can run right by you. So Tampa's going to have the effective running game. They're going to be more effective, but
ID, you up next, bro.
And I agree with you fully on that. But people don't realize what the West Coast is. The West Coast is throwing the ball out there to Harmon and Tyreek Hill. That's how they ran the ball.
Yep.
It's just like when they had Westbrook and Philly. Their joint was throwing the little screens. That's their running game. They don't care about handing the ball off and giving. Their thing is, I'm going to screen you, and like Bruce just said, then I'm going to run by. So running the ball, yeah, Tampa going to have the best handoff to Fournette and handoff to the other guy. Yeah, they're going to do that. But but see, you can have that. The Chiefs don't mind. The Chief does not mind throwing the screen for running game. Because guess what? As soon as they come up and they try to drop that safety down the box, Tyreek Hill gonna hit them over the top for a touchdown.
Mm-hmm.
Well, my thing is, I just think those two offensive linemen being out is gonna be huge in this game. I think Mahomes gonna see a lot more pressure than he saw, and I think Pierre Paul gonna have a huge game. I think he's gonna have a huge game, and I don't know how his toe feel because we saw the last two games he wasn't moving as comfortable when he was moving. I know he even had 2 weeks off, but you can see when he ran, he was still with a little gimp. Mm-hmm. So I think that pressure is going to be a lot. And I think the linebackers is going to just take all that underneath stuff away. I think Devin White and the other linebackers is going to have a huge game against Kelsey now. I just see it.
Yeah. I mean, KC can beat you how they want to. If they really want to focus on running the ball, I think they can run the ball. Mm-hmm. I think Le'Veon is going to play a big role in this game. Le'Veon, he's going to be fresh. He hasn't played a lot this year. Just to be able to catch the ball out of the backfield is huge. Because when Le'Veon was Le'Veon, bro, he was the top back in the league. You can run that ball on angle routes, out routes, post routes. You name it, Le'Veon was that guy. And I think he's going to play a huge role in this game this week and run the ball just enough to keep Shaq Barrett and JPP honest enough to where they can't just tee off every single play. Now they're going to use – I know the tackles are hurt, but you can get around that, right? Because at the end of the day, if the Tampa Bay don't get pressure in the middle, Mahomes can step up all day and make it move.
And they can run right at him.
Right, you can run at him, and then you can do a chip, right? You can do a number of creative things, but I think
some linebackers
are going to be huge, no doubt about it.
Linebackers fast, bro.
They are fast, but if you run right at them, they're small.
This is the thing. They was fast in 12 and what happened. And you ain't think
but look at the second half. Tampa Bay made adjustments.
Yeah, no doubt. They're gonna be a lot of adjustments.
Look, it wouldn't be close to Harmon.
What you got, Bruce?
I'm gonna tell you this. See, right now, Kansas City is doing with everybody. With Kansas City got everybody doing the same thing. Oh, they got 2 linemen now, right? So now guess what Tampa gonna think? Oh, we can only rush 4 and get at him. The one thing I can say about Mahomes is great at manipulating the pocket. So if you only rush 4 and you think you're gonna get to him, you in trouble. You in trouble. And guess what? The Saints did it, and when they didn't get to him, guess what? They were in trouble. So that's what I'm trying to tell you. You got to pick your poison. Now, if you blitz him, is that DB that's checking Tyreek Hill and everything? Is he mentally sharp to cover him the whole game, every down?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's challenging.
Who's going to check Kelsey? Because now think about it. Your best Tampa's best pass rusher is Levante David or Devin White, bringing them off the edge. So now you're taking your linebacker out the middle of the field. Now you're leaving Kelsey one-on-one. They're gonna pay extra attention to Tyreek Hill because they don't want him to go for 250 yards in the first quarter like he did in the first game.
But you got Sammy Watkins.
So you're gonna double him. You got Sammy Watkins. You got Miko Hardman. But the thing about it is, there's nobody on Tampa that can guard Travis Kelsey.
Yeah, he the key.
Hey, Bruce,
there's nobody.
But Bruce, you can't stop everything. You gotta give him something. But
that's what I'm saying. What you giving up?
You just can't get up. You just can't get on the big plays. You can't give them that deep ball.
But this thing, they walk the ball down the field. Now what you gonna do?
But you got chances to hold them to a field goal or turnover. Because Mahomes will throw you one. He will throw you 1 or 2 now. Don't act like he won't
throw you 1 or 2.
I'm just saying.
I'm just saying too.
So the thing is, you don't want the big plays. You want to make him march the ball down the field because he was prone to throw you an interception or 2.
But it's the problem. They score touchdowns when they get down.
Right.
That's what Kansas City does. They score touchdowns.
And Tampa Bay score off turnovers. Tampa Bay score off turnovers.
They've been getting field goals too.
And Tampa Bay has been leading. They have been leading the league in turnovers since the playoffs, or I think the second half of the season.
They have in the playoffs.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. That's what made me think about pick. That's what made me want to pick because I feel like the defense can be a problem come off the edge. Now, Shaq Barrett's going to be a problem. I don't know anybody.
Yeah, but
JPP.
He'll
be okay. But Shaq Barrett's going to be a problem.
Maybe got the answer.
That's
from her.
All that sounds good. But I guarantee you this. I guarantee you they have probably 1 sack on the game.
Okay.
Because they don't have what now? Hold on. Let me say
they're going to have
one sack.
Yo. Tampa gonna have 1 sack or less during this game. I guarantee you.
Guaranteed.
That's a big statement.
I like the way Bruce thinks.
That's a strong take right
That's
there.
a strong take right there. 1 second less.
Think about this. You think Kansas City is sitting around like, oh my God, we get these 2 linemen out and everything else. Yo, they paying extra attention to that. They're paying extra attention to that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They're making sure of it.
Yeah, I agree. I do feel like that. I still feel like it's something. It's going to be 1 or 2 turnovers at the most, but I do think Tampa has to have 2 turnovers to win this game. They got to make 2 turnovers to win this game. They don't get 2 turnovers, they're not going to win the game. Now, it may not be that competitive, but they don't get a couple of turnovers in this game.
No.
They got to have.
No, you got to get turnovers and score. You can get turnovers all day.
Yeah. Even then, they got to still get turnovers. They got to change the flow of the game.
Right.
But you got to score.
They got to.
And my thing, Mahomes will give you a couple of. Even in every game he done played, he done gave you a couple.
Did he throw any of the Buffalo?
But Buffalo defense.
I don't want to hear nothing about that. Buffalo one of the best defense in the league. They're top 5 defense.
But Buffalo jumped. They had turnovers because Buffalo jumped off to a 10-0. It was a fumble.
So they got 1 turnover.
But it was a fumble. But I'm just saying that was on special teams. But I'm saying
But that's the point.
Buffalo defense ain't Tampa Bay.
They're the top 5 defense.
It ain't Tampa Bay.
Go ahead, Bruce.
It's not Tampa
Kansas
Bay.
City Kansas City made that defense like a top 45 defense. Like I told you, if you're gonna get on them, you better jump on them early, but you gotta stay on top of them. Because Kansas City never panic. They never panic. They never waver. You saw the whole. Let me tell you something. You saw the whole conversation when Mahomes told Miko Hardman, like, "Yo, that's one play. You gonna make a play there. Very next drive, guess what they do? They go right back to Miko Hardman. He gets the reverse. He turns up on the reverse. He scores the touchdown and everything else. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, these dudes got championship DNA. They got championship DNA. And Mahomes is the. Have you ever seen Mahomes under pressure?
Well, Brady got championship DNA too now. Like Brady does,
but guess what? But I've seen Brady crack under pressure a lot this season. I've seen Brady when people at his feet start to panic and just throw interceptions, but the receivers get blamed for not being at a certain spot because it's Brady. I've seen that.
But do you think can the Chiefs bring that type of pressure in this game? They have to.
I don't think they
Hold on,
can.
talk about. Think about this. The Chiefs blitz everybody. They don't respect nobody. They gonna blitz Brady too. Brady gonna have to make throws. He gonna have to make throws.
Hold on. You saying, hey Bruce, what you think about the Brady Spagnuolo matchup? And I told these boys early, Spagnuolo beat him twice in the Super Bowl.
Spag got his number. If nobody got his number, Spags know how to beat him. And Spags knows one thing: be at Brady's feet, and Brady get nervous. Brady be seeing ghosts when people around him.
He does.
Brady,
I just got this.
Brady.
Joe, he 0-2 this Spag.
I just got this feeling, bro.
In the big game.
I'm like James. I thought about this all week, bro. This is in my gut, bro.
Your gut feeling?
That Tom Brady. I just couldn't pick against him, and I don't even like Brady. But in my gut, I thought about this all week. I was going back and forth. Even my dad called me the other night. He was like, "Man, who you got?" I was like, he said, "Man, you thinking like you want to go with Brady? You going?" I was like, "I think I am."
So Bruce, we're gonna finish this topic. Let's jump to the next topic. If Mahomes wins this championship, like, where do you feel like? Because you've already said he's a GOAT.
Yeah.
Where do you feel like he should be on that pedestal of
he's the
top
best
tier quarterbacks?
After he wins this, he's gonna stamp himself as the best quarterback in the league. Easily.
Oh my God, man, Bruce, go ahead, bro.
In the league or ever?
Oh, yeah, league or ever?
No, I'm talking about in the league right now. I can't go ever.
I think he's probably already the best in the league.
Okay. Yeah, he's probably the best quarterback in the league right now.
But everybody ain't gonna give him the best in the league as long as Tom Brady did. And the fact that Brady made it to the Super Bowl, people gonna always be like, "Oh, Brady the GOAT" and everything else. So that's why that's why I'm telling people, as much as they talk about, "Oh, Mahomes got to do this," this more on Brady, because if Brady loses to Mahomes, then guess what? It's another time he lost to him. He lost to him in New England.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So now
he beat him once too, though.
Yeah, but he's lost to him more times than he beat him. And he beat him.
So,
he beat him, and he beat him in a big game. So this ain't no tomorrow and everything else. You beat him in a big game on that stage.
So Bruce, if Brady win this, where did they put him at? It's like I think he comes Jesus of NFL.
Man, look, let me tell you something.
They should retire his jerseys everywhere.
Look, Brady win this. Brady's gonna be the new logo for the NFL. He gonna tell Jesus.
Bro.
He gonna tell Jesus move over. He gonna tell Jesus.
Bro.
He gonna tell Jesus move over because now they gonna be the best things. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna be on. They're gonna like this.
Bruce,
Him.
let me ask you this for American athletes. If Brady wins, do you put him in front of Michael Jordan?
Yes.
Good debate.
Yes.
Do you put him in front of Michael Jordan?
Because I can't put him in front of Mike where he'll have more rings. That'll be the conversation where people are like, oh, he got more championships, but Mike went undefeated when he got there. I can tell you, Brady's been there 9 times and lost 3. So
okay,
Brady, you 6 and 3. But you know what I'm saying? It ain't about. Think about it. The Giants beat him when he had the ball.
Yeah.
But you know the
Remember,
reason I would say, right?
Remember, he fumbled.
But you know the reason I would put him over Mike if he win this one. We saw when Mike came. Yeah, no, not that. We saw when Mike came back when he was what 37, 38.
He was old, yeah.
He was a little older. But if Brady win a Super Bowl at 43 and he done beat
Bro, how dumb can you be, bro?
he done beat
Rodgers.
How dumb can you be?
Rodgers and Mahomes.
It's my take, dog.
Rodgers and Mahomes.
He done beat Drew Brees. He done beat Aaron Rodgers and Mahomes in his prime.
Yeah, dog.
And if he win it, and a team that Ray was saying earlier, no OTAs, no training camp, no preseason, take the Buccaneers and win in his first year.
But obviously,
it's special.
Don't go to the Buccaneers stuff because
Why not, Bruce?
Bruce, this about the dumbest thing.
No, hold up, let Bruce talk. Why not, Bruce?
The Buccaneers was good last year. Y'all act like James threw.
They ain't making the playoffs, dog. They ain't making the playoffs.
James threw for 5,000 yards and 30 interceptions. It ain't like he stepped into a situation where they was just completely ass. Think about it. They didn't change nothing but the quarterback.
Exactly.
They didn't change nothing but the quarterback.
Exactly. Hold up, Bruce. Bruce, this is what I want to say, Bruce. First of all, if he was that dude, he would have went to Detroit or went to Jacksonville. Tampa got a lot of talent on that team. These dudes act like Tampa ain't got no talent.
Tampa had a lot of talent and didn't make the playoff. Tampa ain't made the playoff in how many years?
No, answer the question. If you that great, so you telling me that Detroit got better talent than Tampa?
Did Tampa
you telling me that Jacksonville got better talent than
Tampa got so much talent, why they ain't make the playoff? It just ain't about talent.
Because
it's
about the quarterback.
It's about leadership. It's about winning. Yes, that's a huge thing. Yeah, like Tampa is like that. No, they the Buccaneers, bro. They the bottom of the fucking.
They got talent.
They the Buccaneers.
They that bad. Why they playoff?
Why do you think Brady?
Because of Brady.
Because of Brady, dog.
It's because of Brady.
Why you chose Tampa? Why you think he chose Tampa? All they
talk
about
Tampa got
Say it again, Bruce.
Don't get me wrong.
Bruce, you're right, bro. He chose Tampa because Tampa got offense, bro. They got weapons, dog.
They do. But at the end of the day, you can have all the talent in the world and don't win nothing.
Give me another team that had the same amount of talent that Tampa got outside of KC and who else?
New Orleans.
Yep.
Not on offense.
Yeah, we do.
Not on offense. Outside of Michael Thomas, who y'all got? AK.
AK, Michael
That's
Thomas.
it.
That's
Cook solid.
Cook.
Emmanuel Sanders solid.
No, so you saying that y'all receivers are better than just equal in Tampa Bay?
No,
exactly.
I think Godwin is better than Sanders. Sanders might.
And Godwin better than all y'all.
No, he ain't better than all of them.
No, he better than all of them. Godwin better.
He's better than the collective outside of Michael Thomas.
And Michael Thomas, he don't look too great.
Man, Michael Thomas a dog. Don't get it twisted, dog. Don't get it twisted, bro. I cry about his attitude.
No,
like he don't want to be there.
Michael Thomas, he run the route tree.
Man,
you feel he run the route tree?
No, he does not.
He does not run the route tree.
No, he doesn't.
He's not asked to.
No, he does not. No, he does not.
He's not asked to. He's just not.
What are you talking about?
I just say he's not asked to.
You run all the routes.
Hold on, they just not the play because you can't throw the ball down the field. Which one is?
I don't want to hear that. Bro, y'all sound crazy saying that dumb shit.
Okay, we're going to stay on top.
Listen, bro. I don't stay on top. You saying dumb shit.
No, you saying Godwin is better than Michael Thomas?
I never said Godwin.
He said that.
You foolish.
You don't went all the routes.
But I get you. But he said that dumb shit. Like, this boy is better than
He's not better than Michael Thomas, dog.
Stop it. Godwin wouldn't even say that shit, bro.
Godwin number 14, the slot receiver for the ball.
That boy dropped so many passes, bro.
For Tampa Bay. Number 14.
That's
not 14. Godwin is
he's 14.
Who dropped all?
He gave up 12 to give to Brady. He's 14. Godwin is last name. Godwin is last name.
Michael Thomas don't drop passes.
Yeah, Godwin is last name.
Did Michael Thomas drop the pass against Tampa Bay?
Everybody drop passes, man. Cut it out, man.
His catch-up ratio is over.
Bro, Michael Thomas is damn near clutch. He's damn near clutching with them hands, dog. Don't even go there.
Yes.
Don't go there.
How many drops did How many drops did he have this time?
Oh, hell,
Bro. Next time. Man, next
How
time,
many drops did y'all?
Chris Godwin is a very solid receiver, bro. Don't get me wrong. He's not better than Michael
He's
Thomas.
not even the atmosphere with Michael Thomas.
He's not better than Michael
He's
Thomas.
not even the atmosphere.
So, Bruce, who you got for the Super Bowl, man?
It ain't no secret. The champion Kansas City Chiefs.
Patty?
Kansas City. He already said the Chiefs. He already said the Chiefs already. We were talking about, but let's talk. We were talking about if Brady wins the championship.
Yeah, you say he's gonna
And
be
he's 7. You said Jesus.
Yeah, they're gonna build a statue. NFL gonna build a statue at the office.
He might be the greatest athlete ever. He might be like the GOAT ever, dog. Bro, that dog, bro, it's so hard to get to a Super Bowl in the NFL, bro, and to go 10 times, bro. That shit is amazing, dog. It doesn't matter, dog. No, it don't matter, bro. But it's so hard to do it, Donovan, with free agency, players getting hurt, players leaving. No, it is.
Speak over each other.
Say, bro, it is so hard in the NFL, bro, with free agency, players getting hurt, bro. That is the hardest championship to win in sports, bro. Like, and Brady is the head of it, bro. Without those teams on New England don't win those chips. You could team or not, Brady is the head of those championships, bro. And if he win this, he's the greatest winner and athlete of all time, dog. In my book, bro. You got to get that boy his props, dog. The boy bad, bro.
He's good.
You can't. I want to win with Bill Russell. You had 18.
I don't care. He got 11 chips.
I get it, dog. But nobody mentions Bill when you talking basketball about GOAT. Nobody mentioned Bill because
they do mention him about winning.
Right, winning, right? He the greatest winner of all time. But when you look at that NBA, bro, he was the biggest thing going besides Will Chamberlain. And you had 18. It ain't his fault.
And Bill Russell wasn't even better than Will Chamberlain.
No, but they didn't monitor stats that they do now. And then, I mean, in the LeBron, they monitor every game, every second.
Yeah, bro.
But back then,
the ball was loaded.
But at the same time, Bill Russell is the greatest winner of all.
Of course, you never debate that.
We get to the point of, we move along to this conversation, and we're going mine now. When you talk about is he the greatest over Michael Jordan, I still feel like it's a no. Michael Jordan was 6-0. Mm-hmm. He was one of the, I mean, if not, when it was in his prime, he was one of the most dominant athletes ever. Yeah. And even though I think a lot of things about Brady is spending 20 years, so longevity-wise.
That's why I gotta go with him.
But here's the problem. He has LeBron right with him. As far as maybe not the winning for LeBron, but he definitely has the longevity in the sense of how both him and LeBron has performed in this era. And he has LeBron with him in this era at the same time. Think about Jordan that made him so invincible and so great was the fact that he did not have anybody who was able to compete with him in his era. Yeah. Nobody. There was nobody in football doing what he was doing. You know, Joe Montana won. Joe Montana won, but he didn't win like Jordan won.
Yeah. But listen, the thing with Jordan though, when Jordan came to the era, Magic had got old.
That has nothing to do with the heritage.
I'm just talking about.
No, you're trying to.
Hear him out. Give that man his point. Give that man his point.
Give that
man his point.
First of all, the rebuttal is no rebuttal because I'm still talking. That's number one. Number two, number two, don't do hit my ass. I was still talking. Number two, the whole thing about Magic, we're talking about cross sports comparison. And I'm not going to take the Jordan and Magic logic because Magic may have been at the tail end, but he still had other factors. He still had a young Shaq, a young Pitty. We can be little and go very minute into everything. We can pick apart every small factor. We can also talk the same shit about Tom Brady. We can go very in there that he played with Bill Belichick his entire career to this year. If he doesn't win, let's say he gets blown the fuck out in the play tomorrow, then I'll be like, well, you know what? That's because Belichick wasn't the defensive coordinator. He didn't hold him down.
But we can't use that narrative.
We can because
Bill Belichick at home.
No, because Bill Belichick, the first 3 Super Bowls Tom Brady won. Bill Belichick was the architect. So let's like you can taking the nooks and crannies and shit talking about Magic Johnson was old and Isaiah loved to talk about how they were old, but that was like 4 or 5 years later. Because
when Jordan first came in, he couldn't beat those guys.
But guess what? He beat them when Isaiah was in their prime.
No, he did.
Yes, he did.
No.
You know I'm a Pistons fan, so yes, he did.
No.
Yes, he did.
Yes, he
Isaiah
did.
tore his
Yes, he
Achilles
did.
Years later.
Yes, he
Years
did.
later.
Isaiah beat them about 4 or 5 years in a row. Swept them the first
Remember,
3
they
years.
didn't want to shake hands. Remember, they wanted to shake hands when they got over the hump.
But
They didn't say, hold on, they did not. Hold on, first of all,
NBA.
no, he did not sweep them 4 or 5 years in a row.
Nah, it wasn't
Because
that.
the last 2 years, Bulls was up 2-1.
But
The
I'm
last
saying,
year
I'm
before
talking
that,
about
they swept them.
No, I'm saying he beat them 5 years in a
Bulls-
row. He swept them.
I don't know what 5 years in a row. It
He
wasn't 5
swept
years in
them
a
only
row.
No, they
He
beat
only
them
swept
4.
them like twice.
I know, and they beat him for 4 years in a row. They beat him 4 years in a row.
Dog, at the end of the day, the Pistons was not in. They were still in their prime.
But
They
you
look,
but
they
in
just
bas-
love to yell that shit because they lost.
But in
I
basketball,
don't know if they was in their prime.
No, they wasn't in their prime.
Because Isaiah was getting Isaiah got hurt. You ain't
No, he got hurt 2-3 years later.
Yeah, he got hurt.
No.
He got hurt 2-3 years after they lost. He
Hey,
did.
bro.
I just said he did. No, I know this. How you gonna tell me?
But say,
He
bro,
got hurt 2
Just
or 3
because
years
Bruce
later.
said, Bruce said it and it's golden.
Nah.
Come on, man. Come on, dog.
Remember, they was
hold up, with a championship.
with the bad boy Pistons. Remember the year before that. The year before that, they beat up on Mike. Now remember, and Mike
Yeah,
came back that
no
very
doubt.
next year with the mindset.
The Pistons won the championship.
Yeah.
They can't.
No, the 89-90 is when the Bulls took them 7. The next year they got swept.
No,
No, yes it
Yeah.
was.
But I'm saying
it was
they-
90-91.
Okay, what I would say,
How the fuck you gonna tell me?
but what I would say,
Now you can't tell me nothing about the Pistons.
man, what I would say is,
We'll go right here.
How the hell we get on basketball?
But what
Because you trying to say
Oh.
Magic was old, and that's what it
One
was.
line,
Magic
one line
was
is
old.
correct.
That was old.
When
Bro.
Joe-
Was the Trailblazers old?
Oh, shit.
Trailblazers.
Not really.
not really.
No, it wasn't.
Damn, they beat them too.
But what I'm saying is, in
Nah,
the
nah,
NBA,
man. Come
in
on,
the
man.
NBA, you only got a 4-year window, and you're in a championship window. I don't care what organization with, because teams starting to get traded, team takes money. You have a 4-year window in NBA to win to compete for straight championships. In that 4-year window, Detroit dominated Chicago. That's all I'm saying. In that 4-year window, when Bird was in his prime, Magic was in his prime, Jordan was scoring a lot of points, but he couldn't even get out the first round.
No, but the Pistons went to the.
No, if he's so doing
No. You just talking. The Pistons went to the final 3 years in a row.
Yeah.
3 years in a row.
Okay.
So what are you talking about?
I'm talking about
So
Jordan.
what does that got to do? They were the best team in basketball outside of 1 year. They were the final 3 years in a row.
But that's what I'm saying.
And Isaiah tore and fucked up his ankle. And one time, I know they could have beat the Lakers. So what are you talking about?
We're talking about Jordan.
So you're not saying the Pistons was the best team 3 years in a row.
I would say
He must be a LeBron fan. He must be a
No,
LeBron
that's what
fan.
I'm trying to tell you. He
James-
hurt his
he must be a
ankle in
LeBron
one
fan.
game. That's
James
what I'm saying.
O'Brien hate on the slick.
So what are you talking about? What you said just makes sense, bro.
Yeah, Brian
I'm
hate
telling
on
you,
the slick.
logic-wise, the Pistons went to the finals 3 years in a row.
Okay, but you're missing my point.
What was the point we're talking about?
We're
anyway?
talking about Brady.
You talking about
Brady.
Jordan getting beat by the Pistons?
I just said
Jordan and Brady. You said that Brady
I
would
know
have
it.
been Jordan.
right.
Like, it don't even make sense.
Right.
In my mind, he-
Brady a bad dude, dog. I ain't gonna lie to
If
you.
a dude win a
He is.
championship at 43 years old, bro,
And I'm a Jordan fan to the bone
That's
gristle.
what blows me about y'all. He only
43.
played quarterback. He don't play.
It don't matter,
Don't
dog.
matter.
Dog, it's
Say,
a lot
bro,
of stuff.
Bruce, you
I
were
don't take away
Bro,
from him.
listen.
He's a great player. He is
Yeah,
the
great.
top tier quarterback. He's the top tier guy. But okay, I hear you. But don't be persuaded by this whole Jordan against Brady logic. When you try to like nitpick, and nitpick at Jordan losses, you can nitpick at Brady losses.
Facts.
Brady's
no
been
doubt.
in 20 years.
no doubt. No
so
doubt.
you can nitpick at
So
his
Jane,
losses, too.
answer your question.
Jordan only played 14.
If Brady wins, where do you put Brady over Jordan?
No, I don't.
Okay.
But I do see.
You put him over Tiger?
I do.
Yes.
You gotta be.
He been
We're
over Tiger.
not talking Tiger.
Hold on.
He been over Tiger.
He could be over Tiger.
He's over Tiger.
Because longevity. Because
Yeah.
Tiger's reign
Longevity got
was
to
not
count, bro.
was not as long as what Brady's doing.
Brother, individual himself.
Tiger
So
fool.
that's my argument.
Tiger
It's like,
beast.
yo,
Tiger did win a lot.
when you talk about
Tiger
individual,
motherfucker,
Maybe
boy.
not even just
How you gonna
not
just
even
say-
the grand
But
slam,
that-
but the individual.
But that's-
he won a lot.
But that's two different apples.
No.
But listen,
No.
hold up. Let me explain why. God
I'm
dang.
listening to you.
Your shit is dumb. Go ahead.
Because we talking about a team sport for Tiger, right? He got to be like Serena. Serena, wins and losses come on Serena.
She the baddest.
Okay.
That's the best.
She bad.
Win and losses come on Tiger. There's a couple of them Super Bowls you can say just like he fucking said.
But you just said,
hold on. I'm making his. I'm playing
devil's advocate. Here's your comparison. You just did the same thing with Jordan. Hold on.
Exactly.
You just did the same thing with Jordan.
Exactly.
But that's what I'm trying to say. We can compare Michael Jordan and Tom Brady because they play a team sport. We can't compare Tiger Woods, individual sport and a team sport.
It's totally different.
No, it is.
Hold on. So can you blame Michael Jordan for Scottie Pippen having migraines again?
No, this is my point.
That's what I'm talking about.
All right, listen to what I'm saying. Y'all not listening. Y'all just.
I am listening to you.
No, what y'all doing?
You're not giving us a legit example.
I'm explaining what he's doing. He's not listening. He's just waiting to respond to what I'm saying. He's hearing it. He got his mind of thought already. Because that's why he cut you off. Because he ain't listening. He's just ready to respond.
The boy just talking, man.
Bruce, get excited, dog. Get excited, Bruce.
Bruce, you got these boys riled up, man.
Bruce, you got these boys riled up, man.
You know what I'm saying, right? It's like, nah, bro. I already got.
Man, we went from Super Bowl to fucking
I was just saying, look.
basketball. Man, y'all boys wild, man.
So let me put my point right. We can't compare individuals. It's like boxing. You dictate if you win or lose.
Yep.
Tom Brady can go down and score a touchdown and then leave some a minute left, and then they go down and drive. Same thing with Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan can hit a shot, and then he leave 5 seconds left. Somebody else hit win. So we can't.
Okay, so your point is noted, right? So if Michael Jordan, if his team ain't as good as the Pistons team, which I just told you, they
let me
finish.
Okay.
They went to Eastern Conference Finals the year before. Right. That was year one. They went to I think they went to semifinals. No, they made it Eastern Conference semifinals. I think they went to Eastern Conference Finals. That was there. They went to the finals. They lost. They won 2 years in a row. Their team was not. Jordan's team wasn't good enough. So what I'm trying to say, that's what I'm telling you. Okay. When you say shit like, "Oh, with Jordan, I can see him over Jordan," I'm like, well, maybe you saying that, but you also got to credit Jordan's team may not been good enough. And I get what you're saying about Tom Brady, but your point is Tom Brady don't play defense.
Yeah,
that's the same logic of Jordan's team may not be good enough.
Yeah,
that's the same.
But that's why I said we can compare those to it, and you can have different reasons.
Yeah, absolutely.
Y'all should go on IG Live.
But we can't. But my point is, we can compare Serena Williams.
The Organ Brothers.
To me, I would put Serena
that merch.
Longevity, yes. Yes, because her career spanned longer, and she's been more dominant.
Yes,
in her career.
In an individual sport, if you ask me, greatest individual sport, Serena Williams.
But here's the thing, though. Here's the factor.
Hey, Donovan, how your mama doing?
How did we get on this, Bruce? But Bruce, let me get on this. We're good on this, and we're gonna wrap this real fast, though. But you also gotta look at that time. If you haven't seen that doc, first of all, you need to go see the doc on HBO about Tiger. The Tiger doc on HBO is really good. But if that time frame that Tiger was dominant is something we've never seen in the history of sports. Yeah. So you can say his span didn't last long.
He was
sometimes when you see a guy doing what he did in that prime, and that's that Jordan window of 6 championships, 6 rings. Your peak. Yes. And what you did in that peak, and even before Jordan won championship, just his individual stats.
When he first came
in the league. I mean, you always see that. And Tom Brady originally was not.
He was a game manager.
He was not the catalyst of the team.
Yeah, he was a game manager.
As he learned the position and getting better at it, he became better at what he does.
But Tom Brady also was a 6th-round pick. He wasn't a number 1, number 2.
Man, Joe Montana was like a 3rd-round pick.
Tom Brady.
Yeah, Riker was a 4th round. It don't matter.
Tom Brady, I think he was like the 4th quarterback on the depth chart.
Well, Jerry Rice was like a 6th-round pick. T.O. was a 3rd-round pick.
The only reason Jerry Rice was that because he went to Mississippi State. If he'd have went to any other school,
he probably would have been better.
Yeah. We're speculating. Yeah. I think Walter Payton was no 1st-round pick
because he went to a black college back then.
No, there was some black college players who went 1st round.
But
Too Tall Jones, I think, went 1st round.
Yeah, but I'm talking about his skill position, like receiver, quarterback.
You trying to say defensive end ain't skilled?
But I'm just saying.
I mean, interior linemen ain't sexy like receivers, DBs, quarterbacks. Bruce, what you got going on, man? Tell us what you got, man. New York Hustle, what you got, man?
Right now, I got my 7-on-17s. I got my 7-on-17s going New York Hustle and Long Island Hustle. We were just down in Orlando last week for the Pylon tournament. So
how was that? How you doing?
It was good. My 7-on-17 New York Hustle ranked number ranked number 15 in the country.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So out of 134 teams, we ranked number 15. So
That's good.
you know what I'm saying? We going in the right direction, man. Right now we're working on a tournament in Delaware coming up. Then we're going to Myrtle Beach. We're supposed to do the high school season, but if we don't do the high school season, then we're gonna be in Houston, we're gonna be in Atlanta, we're gonna go to Vegas. So you know what I'm saying? We hitting the road, man. We taking the show on the road.
Hey, Bruce, when y'all go to Delaware, man, hit us up, bro. So we can be. That's a 2-hour ride. That's
So that's
right
what
up the
I'm
street.
Yeah, Raven's driving.
That's all good. We pile up, baby. Let's go. Let's go.
Raven.
So Delaware up the street, dog. We in.
Bam, here we come.
Let's go, dog. You know how we rock.
I'm gonna definitely let you know. Like I said, any tournaments we got in that DC area and everything else, I'm gonna let y'all
Hit me
know.
up, dog. Let's go.
We definitely trying to do that, man.
I might watch y'all from the parking lot because of COVID.
Before you
But don't worry about it. I make sure y'all get one of the Gators, man. It's one of our Gators. You know what I'm saying?
Hook us up, man.
I got both my
We got
teams, so we got y'all, man. I'll make sure y'all get some Gators and everything.
So Bruce, before you get out of here, let me ask you one more quick question, man. Because I know you still keep up with the swag. Alcorn just dropped out for the spring
Of course.
season. How do you feel like how and I'll give you on measuring stick. How do you feel? Do you think they're gonna have a swag season in the spring this season? How you feel about it?
They will. They're gonna have a season. They're gonna have a season. I see Alcorn pulled out, which is, you know what I'm saying, it's their decision, but for the people that, you know what I'm saying, that they're, give the kids a season. They deserve a season.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, like I said,
Are you looking forward to what Deion's gonna do?
Well, Deion gonna come out the gate. He gonna realize that they play football in the swag. It ain't easy as he thinks. You know what I'm saying? My thing that frustrates me about the whole Deion thing is everybody is making a big deal of Deion getting these transfers and everything because he's Deion Sanders. The swag has been doing that. We've been getting transfers. It's just those coaches are not out there and flashy like Deion. So that's why everybody's making a big deal of it. I'm still taking my G-man to beat up on him. And like I said, once my boy Noah gets there, I'm betting the house on my boy. So it is what it is.
Yeah.
Well, I can't wait because I'm gonna be right up in it. I'm gonna have I had a vaccine by that point.
Yeah, it's
So
travel
right
time.
There front row. I'll be right there front row.
All
Ready.
good. Yes, sir.
All right, Bruce, man, we appreciate you joining us, brother.
Anytime.
All right, man,
Look,
appreciate
swag
y'all,
season
man.
starts soon, so we definitely got to get you
27th.
back on, bro.
February
Yeah, we got to get
27th,
you back on, bro. That weekend.
G about to beat up on Prairie View. The G about to beat up on Prairie View. Game 1 now.
Yeah, we got to get you back on, bro. Get your tape.
We'll get the
No
tape,
problem,
bro.
man.
Appreciate
No
you,
problem.
man.
Appreciate it. All right.
All right, you take care, brother.
All right.
All right, you too.
Bet.